Hello everyone, MFPallytime here, and welcome back to the A through Z playthrough. In today's video, we find ourselves on Dahaka. He was added into the game on March 29th, our Life Appreciation Day. Look at that. In 2016, currently has a 50.66 win rate with a 25% popularity. Dahaka, look at you, my dude. Look at you living it up right now. His most recent rework was actually back on December 14th, 2016, the very same year he was released. And in my head, I remember his reception being pretty lackluster. So I'm actually not too surprised that they redid him not soon after. Since then, I think Blizzard has done a great job of building off of what they changed. He has a few different builds that are viable right now. And I didn't write the date down, so let me check. On July 20th, 2021, so this year, just a couple months ago at this point, a month and a half ago at this point, he got an attack speed increase. He can now burrow and move without taking a talent. That used to be a level 13 talent. If you recall, when Dehaka was added to the game, he couldn't even cancel his own burrow. So they gave him ice block, but then he couldn't cancel the ice block. He was just stuck underground, and you could prepare all of your spells to be ready for when he emerged. Now he can move as well. Because the movement used to be a talent, we do see some changes to tunneling claws. It increases your movement speed even more while you're burrowed, which sounds kind of lame. But we did also get some changes to lurker strain as well. Emerging from the burrow deals damage to enemies as well as giving Dahaka stealth, also lowering the cooldown of that by 6 seconds. Pretty cool changes overall. He did receive one of the worst changes in the game, however, which is if you spam your brush stalker ability, which it doesn't show here. You guys told me where I could see it. I have to go to the mount screen. Isn't that intuitive? If you spam the button, it gives you a 9-second cooldown, just like Abathur, just like Falstad, and I still cannot fathom who thought that was going to be a good change or why it has existed in the game thus far. Now, of course, when you get an attack speed increase, your talents that focus on auto attacks tend to get a little bit better. So we are seeing the rise of certain talents like Feeding Frenzy, which every time you auto attack reduces the cooldown of drag, and Essence Claws. I think this is going to get nerfed soon. This is currently sitting at a 63% win rate. Basically, as you auto-attack someone, you gain Essence. And because we can attack faster, that's more Essence than Dahaka has ever been able to generate. And this talent was really good before the changes. If you've never played Dahaka before, now is a great time to jump in. I'm going to go with one of the easiest builds in the game here, too. If you enjoy macro play, you're going to be in for a treat. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we found ourselves on the Dragonshire map today. The friendly team, Dehaka, Murky, Mouthiel, Nova, and Zagara. The enemy team, Mephisto, Zeratul, the Lost Vikings, Sonya, and Ghoulish Daniel. Good luck, have fun, has been said. At level 1, I am going to go for Enhanced Agility. Brushstalker's movement speed bonus now lasts for 5 seconds. Whenever we enter a bush, we get faster. And we could use those bushes as kind of a pseudo mount as we're moving around the battlefield because we don't have a mount of our own. As we kill minions or enemy heroes or really anything that can die other than... Okay, I guess just those two things. We're going to be granted Essence. And that Essence is going to be useful throughout the entire game, not only for speeding ourselves up with our quest, but also for fighting the enemy team's combatants. Our Q ability is a straight line skill shot. This is drag. We can use it to pull enemy heroes from one location into another. Our E ability is burrow, and we might actually need to use that here soon, depending on how hard these guys hit. I'm just going to grab my sippy cup and go to the top lane really fast using our Brush Stalker mount ability. We emerge up here just moments later. It's beautiful. Of course, the enemy team does have Vikings, so they are going to be soaking quite a lot. So we need to make sure that we are on our A game with this. 2 members of the enemy team still in the middle lane. Zeratul up here. I think we can survive anything that Zeratul wants to dish out. However, Gul'dan getting involved could be another problem entirely. Notice this small amount of movement we can do when we are burrowed. That is brand new and a very welcomed addition to the character, in my opinion. Now, as these enemies are dying, we are getting essence. We can use this essence to heal ourselves back up by quite a considerable amount. And considering essence just comes from killing minions, it really isn't that hard for Dehaka to really give himself quite a comfortable amount of healing throughout the entirety of the game. 20 seconds until we can burrow again. Looks like Eric really wasn't being watched here, but let's go ahead and grab this. Only ghoulish Daniel for the enemy team in the middle lane right now, meaning our team could pick that up fairly easy. I hope he doesn't see me because I wanted to get a movement speed boost and come back in. Get out of here! Go on, get! Yeah, that doesn't hurt me. You gotta put me on the outside of the ring. I don't really expect to actually kill off this guy. I'm sure he can make it to his base, no problem. We don't have a ton of burst damage or anything, especially at this stage of the game. But what we do have is an undying will to always be soaking minions. 2 members of the enemy team up here. Now we're going to go ahead and use some of our baked essence just to heal ourselves back up one more time. And honestly, we could just go back to the base hearth and then re-emerge with full health here moments later. At level 4, I did pick up the One Who Collects. This is going to increase our essence generation from minions. That means all we have to do is clear lanes, and we're basically going to get double the output of what we were getting earlier. Unfortunately, I did miss a point-blank tongue or drag onto the enemy team's Gul'dan there, which kind of sucks. We do go for the deny in the top lane as they were about to get a capture in the middle. And just like that, the friendly team back in a comfortable place. So watch for my essence as we're killing this lane here. I just skyrocketed. Your quest requires you to collect essence throughout the entire game. I know a lot of new people, when they pick up Dahaka for the first time, think that you have to have all of this essence on you one time, on you at one time, like in reserve to be able to use it. That's not a thing. Don't be fooled. We're using the grass of the map to rotate down to this team fight here. Zeratul jumping in on our Nova. Are we going to be able to stop him from leaving? Why, yes, it looks like we are. Let's go ahead and use our essence now. Grab the enemy team's Malthael, bring him back to our team, or Mephisto, I guess, excuse me. There's too many fucking M's in this game, let's just be honest. As he returns, we are not going to be able to take him down. I'm going to dive under just so we don't take any more damage from his AoE as well. And then after we juke Ghoulish Daniel, we just move back into the lane and have ourselves a nice big heal ready to go. I'm not going to use my mount ability to get up to the top lane. Instead, I'm just going to walk right up there, and we're going to pick up Symbiosis. This just makes your W ability last longer when you're hitting heroes, or at least I believe that's the one we picked up. Every time Dark Sword damage an enemy hero, it just lasts for 0.4 more seconds. Meaning, you get more free damage for just standing next to someone. And look at his lane clear. That's pretty good lane clear. Now, Dahaka is a bruiser at the end of the day. It's important to keep that in mind. You are not a fully fledged tank. However, you can mitigate an astonishing amount of damage in the right circumstances. Looks like our friendly team ran into a little bit of trouble down in the bottom lane. Murky, the only one still residing down there. I assumed the enemy team was going to be rotating up through me there, which is why I moved back to, you know, my side of the jungle. We're going to go ahead and use our essence here as Zeratul was trading into us. He's going to lose the battle of attrition and be forced away. And I guess I'm going to continue to double soak. I don't really know what's going on. Sonya for the enemy team still guarding the bottom, and I believe she had one other person there. But again, not really my concern at the moment. As long as they don't take the dragon, that's all we are trying to prevent. Zeratul emerging once again. We're going to use our heal one more time. And as you can see, this trade not going too well for Zeratul, unfortunately. In most 1v1 situations, we'll be able to outlast anyone that steps up. If he wants to avoid me, he's going to have to jump over a wall, because if he's within range, he's going to be having a hard time. We're going to take adaptation at level 10. Ooh, the fear from Gul'dan. You know, I think that fear that he used on me was actually symbolic for the fear that he felt inside of his own heart. As he's re-emerging, we're just going to pop adaptation here. If he continues to do damage to me, we are going to continue to heal. This heals you for a 1-to-1 ratio. If you take 1,000 damage, you are healed for 1,000 damage every time that ability goes off. We'll just use the essence that we've collected from all of these minions to get ourselves back up into a pretty healthy spot. I still want to take top, but I'm going to get the essence from this lane before we do it. It does look like all of the Vikings have been taken down. I don't know. I might be able to just force him back here. He's going to have to go to his sippy cup. I'm taking top right now. If I leave, he'll take it back. We can stand down here and make sure we're close enough to the minions to actually grant us essence for that. I'm going to head down to the bottom lane and see what they've been doing down here. Looks like triple tap will secure the kill here. I'm going to capture this and then head middle. Gul'dan is still probably up there. Yes, he is. But again, not the end of the world. Thank you for all of that essence, Murky. Appreciate it, my dude. As the enemy team Sonya moves over the wall, we're going to land the tongue and bring her back for absolutely no one to deal damage to. You hate to see it. I used adaptation there because I thought I was going to take a little bit more damage from the tower. This only has a 60-second cooldown. So basically, if you think you're going to take damage, press the button. And after a delay, you will be healed for a pretty considerable amount. Murky's still holding bottom. It looks like our team is... actually, Murky is going to lose bottom right now. Let's push up top and see if we can help out up here. We do see Zeratul and the Vikings moving through the brush. The Vikings are going to be stunned once this ends, and the friendly team decided not to continue to deal damage there. Zeratul inside of the mall is going to be forced away by our Zagara, and the enemy team gets the first dragon of the game. Looks like we're in a little bit of a weird match today. I feel like I'm doing a lot of the lifting at the moment. We are going to be kicked across the map to the other side. We see Sonya just kind of walking on the other side of our building. Was she looking for Murky's egg? That's exactly what she was doing. Mouthiel is on the case right now and should be taking her down. That execute will do it. We can dodge this kick simply by burrowing underground, and our Dark Swarm continues to deal damage after that burrow as well. We're going to take Ferocious Stalker. This is yet another easy upgrade for our ability that's already really, really easy to use. Once again, I'm fighting the dragon and like no one moved up to hit the dragon. What this does is slows enemy heroes by 15% and deals 60% more damage while Brushwalker's movement speed is active. So every time we dip into the brush, that's going to deal more damage. Trying to help out our... Ooh, they're just out of range. Hey, bud. I'm going to pop adaptation here. This is going to increase the healing that we received. The friendly team starting to move in. Our healing has already subsided, and now it looks like things aren't going too well for them. But luckily for me, I'm Dahaka, and I could just leave. As Gul'dan reemerges, we're going to surround him. Our Dot still dealing damage. The drag bringing him back into the brush for Mouthiel to execute. And that's exactly what's going to happen. While we're underground, we can continue to heal with the essence that we have generated. The enemy team's Mephisto will be returning shortly after a word from our sponsors. And we take him down when he does. This mercenary camp that we took over doesn't stand a chance. I'm just going to reactivate our movement speed here, move back into the brush, reactivate our movement speed here. I wouldn't mind taking this wall down, to be honest. I can really feel this attack speed increase. It is very, very noticeable. Top lane does have a merc camp pushing. I'm just trying to make sure that Sonya doesn't get any ideas here. Doesn't move down on this shit. I'm gonna go ahead and pop my adaptation, which is going to be providing us with a decent amount of healing. We can burrow if it gets a little too weird. We also have plenty of essence to heal ourselves up with as well. In fact, I'm gonna take that now because we're about to kill more minions as we're pushing in here. You can go for the elongated tongue, and I think that's a pretty good choice. I'm actually thinking about picking up Pack Leader here just for some increased armor when I am near a brush, which we've been playing around quite a lot of today in this game. Also, reactivating this armor bonus is fairly easy to do. The enemy team still pushing in here. I don't have any essence this time. I am going to be forced underground, actually taken down for the first time in this match. We have healed for 22,000 health. soaked 11,000 XP, dealt 24,000 damage, more so than on par, I would say, with the majority of our team. And remember, we're a bruiser. Our goal at the end of the day is just to get in and fight and be disruptive. I love the lane clear of Dahaka, though. Being around the map, being involved in every little encounter can be so damn fun. I imagine the enemy team is rotating up top to take that right now. We see Gul'dan moving up there right now. So my obvious objective is going to be to brush stock down to the bottom lane, although Malthael seems to be taking that over. Let's go middle. Actually should have had bot because the enemy team Sonya is right there. Luckily for us, we could finish off these Vikings fairly easily. It could be it. I'm going to pop adaptation as well as my essence here because we are about to take a lot of damage, but look at that. Healed right back up to full HP. Zagara reinforcing the bottom lane. Murky trying to hold the channeling stone. Go ahead. I do have more essence in the bank right now. Also, oh, just barely missing with the drag. Malthael moving up, but Mephisto moving up, but is going to go back to his original location. We could go up to the top lane. We could continue to push down bottom. That fight doesn't really have anything in it for me. Let's see if we can keep up the pressure here. I just need to make sure that I'm gathering essence as often as possible. This building won't last much longer. Beautiful. Let's go ahead and back up. Zagara rotating up top. We can be there in 15 seconds when our mount ability is ready to go again. Looks like the enemy team may have over-rotated bottom, so we can push this out really, really quickly. And with Murky holding that and Zagara up top, we become the dragon! Hey, get out of here. Taking a lot... Oh, he's gonna come right back. Taking a lot of damage already. The enemy team really pumping some DPS out. In fact, this dragon not lasting very long at all. But hey, if we can buy time for Zagara to take top at the end of the day, that's what we're trying to do anyway. We do get the movement speed increase as we were in the brush. I don't really agree with pushing in here with Malthael. But I do kind of want to move in on Sonya, who has kind of overstayed her welcome so far. As she dashes to the other side, I do miss my... Died. But Zag got top. Smile. Yeah, exactly. At the end of the day, the objective is to take buildings, and that's what we did. That's exactly what we did. With Sonya down, the enemy team's going to be lacking some front lines, so maybe we can move in here and deal some damage to this building. However, there's no brush nearby for us, so we are going to have to keep that in mind. Oof. All right, well, I'll just let him go. He heard that, and Gul'dan was rotating down above me. I wasn't trying to fight two people. Zeratul thinking about moving over here, maybe? Gul'dan is checking our camp right now. I cannot cast adaptation while I am holding a target still. I'm not going to let him drain too much more life off of me, though. The fear does go off when Gul'dan was about to die. We can use our essence that we've collected to heal back up to full. Top lane is pushed pretty far out. We finished our level 1 quest. Isn't that awesome? That feels good, right? I do usually go for Essence Claws here because our auto attack speed is so damn high now as well. I think it can generate a lot of really helpful essence. However, with the Vikings being on the enemy team, we can reduce the cooldown of our Brush Stalker by 50 fucking seconds and lower its cast time as well, meaning I can be all over the map even more than I've been this game. The enemy team is moving in bottom. I didn't quite see who is actually still there. Looks like the Vikings dealing damage to me. Let's just get some essence back as we're chasing them down. Adaptation ready to go as well. The enemy team's Mephisto trying to move through the left side. We just got our movement speed increase and we will continue to chase him down. Good job, you bought yourself a fucking second. Now, brush stalking up to the top lane, we're going to immediately cap this for our team. And hopefully someone does a very fast cap in the middle. Although at this rate, it's kind of looking like it's going to be me again. I'm going to use that essence that we collected to heal up a considerable amount. And in fact, I don't want to be in this, but that's okay. We all do things we don't want to do. I just wanted to be all over the map a little bit more, you know what I mean? That's the best part. Is macro's the best part of heroes. I don't care what anybody says. Zeratul taking big damage here. Honestly, this is not the correct lane for me to be pushing. But with the enemy team split, I think we can at least get the wall down here. And as more people go to defend the bottom lane, they're just leaving this open for the dragon to take, which is exactly what I'm gonna do. Sonya trying to step up toe-to-toe with us. We're gonna kick her back, use our AoE on the entirety of the minion wave to clear them out, and get a free building here in the middle lane. I don't know what the fuck he was thinking, dude. I don't know what the fuck kind of game you were playing. It looks like our mouthy owl in a little bit of trouble now, however. We're going to leave some fire down behind us. I have adaptation ready to go as soon as this ends. I'm pressing it now. We're going to continue moving forward, using our essence drain, burrowing underground, waiting for the healing to come into play. And I believe I touched the edge of that bush, so I get some movement speed increases now. We are losing allies left and right, but with the movement speed of Dahaka, I am back to safety in mere moments. They're probably going to come up to me because I'm visible on the map. That's what I'm kind of expecting. And I mean, I'm just killing their wall. Not like I'm doing anything. But I'm immediately going to then rotate to the bottom of the map, keep this pushing in against our adversaries. Our adaptation coming off cooldown soon. All the Vikings and Mephisto were in the top lane. I'm not super interested in fighting Sonya. I don't think I win this one at this stage in the game. She already used her ult. We have plenty of essence if we need it. Top lane still continuing to be pushed in. I'm going to ping danger up there. If I had a sippy cup, I could be right fucking there. I'm going to go back to the base and then come up behind these guys. So full healed. Now we burrow in. Adaptation now. Interrupt his heal. Essence while I'm under. Zeratul's on me, so we're not going to be able to get away. But Mouthiel, not afraid to go in, is going to pick up a few kills there, and we were heavily outnumbered in that encounter. Nova is spotted by the enemy team's Mephisto. Murky going in on the Vikings, however, who are going to be leaving that long ship pretty soon. 47 seconds on my death timer as we do see Nova pick up a kill on the enemy team's Eric. So swift, so brave, so dead. The hunting continues, however, Nova is the one being hunted this time. Zeratul moving in on her, but the damage from Murky. I love the desperation triple tap. That's always super fun. Sonya with an interesting choice here, diving behind our buildings. Okay. Maybe move away from the melee enemy? I don't know. Just spitballing some ideas here. I don't know what this means. So we'll assume it says, oh man, I learned from that encounter and we'll do better. I'm going to zip to the top lane, make sure we take this over for the home team. The enemy team's Mephisto is up here with us as well. But I think I can take him down, no problem. So this goes to us. Murky taking the bottom means that we can get another instant cap on the dragon in the middle of the map right now. Quickly clear this out with our Brush Stalker movement speed increase. Just heal for all of the damage he did with the free essence that we collected there. And now we move back in with our allies. You know, fun fact that I didn't remember until this very moment, there were maps that had to be totally redesigned when Dehaka was added because they simply had too much brush on them. Like, there were too many bushes where he could gain advantages, so they had to literally take them away. Few other heroes could say they've changed the game like that, that's for sure. I'm gonna dive under and wait for my healing to actually kick in. The dragon is pushing the worst lane on the map to push at the moment. I'm going to move over here and try to get some essence off of this lane as the Vikings are moving in. That means it's time for me to leave. Ghoulish Daniel right behind them as well. The dragon did kill the top lane, however. I don't know, with everyone alive, I don't think we could have taken core. Look at this increased damage while we have that movement speed bonus. And if we want to kill this faster, all we have to do is dip back in for that bonus again. I was kind of hoping Nova would, you know, stand here so I could reset one more time. Bottom lane's still looking really open. Sonya's kind of been the person cleaning up the side lanes, which is weird when the enemy team has a Vikings. But I can at least get this pushing in towards the core. Looks like a chase is happening middle. Hey, bud. Where you going? Oh, I'm not going that way. Fuck that. Adaptation being used. We'll go ahead and heal with our essence as well. But more or less, I am looking to leave that. I could zip up top lane in 10 seconds to continue to push that out. With Zagara, we could take this over. Okay, we could go to that one. And again, there's enough of these bushes down here that I could fully utilize my talents to clear this out very quickly. Murky is top and pushing that, so I'm going to go middle. Malthael already taking over that left mercenary camp as well, so let's just keep this pushing, keep the pressure on the enemy team. I am somehow losing in siege damage, but it is a very close race in this match between all of our specialists pushing. It's kind of nuts, actually. As we move forward onto this side of the map, we have less and less brush to actually keep ourselves safe. And I should try to keep that in mind. I don't want to heal with my essence. I kind of want to hold on to that for as long as we can. We do see the Vikings, Sonya, and Ghoulish Daniel heading down the bottom lane to secure that objective. We could chill here for just a moment and try to figure out what we should do next. Another thing to keep in mind is as my team is pushing up there, I can't really get to them that easily in a lot of these locations. The damage there has already been done. Murky fighting Zeratul inside of the base. Zagara backing up at full health. Nova looks like she's okay. Let's continue to get our movement speed bonuses as we are moving around. The enemy team starting to clump up in the middle lane now. Someone on their side just took bottom, however. Let's move this forward. Oh, Sonya, adaptation going up right away. The friendly team is moving in here. Murky, at least, is. We have the damage increase from the brush. I miss yet another drag. And the point blank triple tap happens yet again. I don't have my big adaptation healing cooldown, so I'm not going to immediately go top to stop the enemy team's Mephisto. Instead, I'm just going to rotate with my team, nice and slow. Triple tap dealing its damage. Gul'dan is going to head back to the base. We are dealing increased damage to the Vikings, and they were stunned as the Viking longship goes down. Zeratul emerging here as well. The drag does land this time, and we're dealing bonus damage to him. My essence is going to heal me back up once I'm done fucking being silenced to a pretty good health point, and I'm immediately gonna go top to take this over for the friendly team and then spam ping over here as I move my character on exit because my left click is fucking auto attack. All right, as we take this over, it looks like our Malthael is gonna be jumping inside of the vehicle this time. And if you ever needed a guide for map control, I hope this helps you. Because doesn't get much better than Dahaka, dude. I was really looking forward to playing Dahaka. Really looking forward to it. To the point where I barely did any practice games because I was just so excited to experience the character again. It's been quite some time. We're on the court right now with the Dragon Knight, and it looks like this one is going to be... just hit her with a triple tap, bro. GG. Oh, love to see it. Didn't get MVP, but we did capture 9 shrines, which is a lot. That's pretty fucking good. That's no deaths while outnumbered. How do you outnumber the Vikings? I think that literally just broke my brain. Okay, talents we use in today's video. We went for enhanced agility into the one who collects, symbiosis, adaptation, ferocious stalker, pack leader, and then apex predator. However, if you're more comfortable with the character, I have another build for you. If you're more comfortable, enhanced agility at level 1 or really anything you want at level 4, although hero stalker is trending pretty well. Feeding Frenzy. Use that new attack speed buff that you got and get the cooldown of drag reduced. I didn't land many drags in this game, but drag also wasn't pivotal to my build. If you start to go down this path, missing that skill shot can be very detrimental. Another skill shot being added in with Isolation at level 10, an extremely powerful ability when used in the right location. I think you can kind of take whatever you want at level 13, whatever feels best. Then Elongated Tongue to combo with your lower cooldown reduction on drag. And if you did go for Isolation, Contagion allows it to spread to every nearby enemy. So cool to see. Or just do Adaptation and then go for Essence Claws and just go in and auto attack stuff and don't be afraid of anything. The choice is really up to you. Dahaka is a fantastic character. I hope you enjoyed today's game. Thank you so much for watching. We'll be back again soon with a look at Diablo.